What's good, YouTube? Alright. Um, I just want to let those know, get on at the beginning. This is gonna be a little bit of a different video. Usually, a lot of gaming oriented stuff, but today, I don't know. I got back from the gym not too long ago. See my hair's, I don't know if you can tell, my hair's a little bit wet. Just got out the shower, but it was something tugging at my heart after the gym, and I just wanted to talk about mental health and men's mental health specifically. I'm young. I'm 18 years old. You know, I've been through a lot of my life. I gotta help some of y'all out. Where do I even start, man? This is gonna be uncut, raw footage, straight from the heart. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. No scripts, just recording software, straight from the heart. Um, Life, man. Life isn't easy. Life isn't easy at all, man. Um, I'll tell you guys what happened with me a little bit, just so you guys can know from. I'm just not. I'm just so you guys know I'm not just speaking out of my ass. You know what I mean? As a kid, I got abused. Um, that was rough. That was really rough. My mom was very minor with it, but my dad, yeah, he would go crazy. Honestly, and yeah, he was in and out of prison, moved from home to home a lot. Never really, I never really felt like I fit in. Never. I never really felt supported by my family or friends. Here I am, you know, I am. And I'm making this just to show you guys it's not over. If any of you guys are suffering through it, it's not over. There's times in my life where I did want to, you know, genuinely, um, especially as a man, feel really alone a lot. Society is, and it's tough, man. It's tough. Um, Even in high school, I didn't really have no friends for real. I thought they were my friends, but little did I know, man. Little did I know. Um, yeah, man. It's tough, but this pain is only temporary. There's people in this world, people in this world that love and care for you, and even if they don't, or you feel like they don't, which is how I've been feeling for the longest. Um, and you gotta learn how to love yourself, man. It's tough for a lot of people because they hate looking in the mirror, hate seeing themselves, whether it's low self-esteem or they're battling thoughts, battling anxiety in their head. I've been through everything, you know. Um, I've lost friends, they passed away. There's a lot of stuff I don't really talk about, so if I get a little bit emotional, that's why. I don't really talk to most people about my problems, which is a big problem that men have. A lot of men like to bottle up their emotions inside, and that's just not. A lot of people will tell you, "Oh, that's not healthy," but it's really not. And you gotta just find that one person, that you're able to talk to. Like, I have a therapist I've been going to recently. You need someone to talk to. I never really felt like I could talk to my family or friends or anybody in my life. So I'm trying to find that person for myself. I'm still going in the motions, just like you guys. But yeah, man, this pain is only temporary. It's only temporary, man. Life is meant to have ups and downs. It really is. And if you really look at life, life is so beautiful. And you only have one chance at life. And you see all this death around, all this murder, everything that's happening. Sorry if you guys see me looking over to the side. I'm just looking at myself because I look crazy. I look crazy, but yeah, man, this pain is only temporary. And I just want you guys to know that you're not alone. Not alone. If you guys ever need someone to talk to, I am here. I'll always be here. Even if I blow up, just hit me in the comments, DM, anything. I promise you guys, I'll always be here. And yeah, this pain's only temporary, man. When I was a kid, getting abused by my father, he was going in and out of jail. Like I said earlier in the video, I did, you know, wanna, I'm really happy I didn't. Um, I'm really happy I didn't because I really got to realize how beautiful life is. A lot of people who are going through struggles in life, who feel like it's not gonna be okay, it will be okay. You just have to really realize like life is beautiful and you have so much potential in this world, so much to offer, and it's just not the end. It's not the end. It's not the end of your guys' story. Whatever you're going through, man. I know life is tough. Trust me. You guys gotta keep pushing. Have to keep pushing because think about, say you put in the work now, fight through it. Think about how you're gonna feel in 5, 10 years. You're not even gonna remember. 99%, there's a 95% chance whatever you're going through, you're not even gonna think about it in the next 5, 10 years. And it sounds like it's a long time, trust me. But man, I just graduated high school not too long ago. 7 months ago, just off the top of my head. Um, and honestly, it flew by. And I regret not taking it in while I could have. What I mean by that is, I spent a lot of that time goofing around, messing around with the wrong people. And that resulted me in even greater pain. But made me into the man I am today. So part of the way, I am grateful that everything happened the way it is. Like I moved from school to school, not because my family moved, but because I just wasn't a good kid, battling my mental health issues. I wasn't happy, felt very alone, felt isolated, so started to smoke, started to drink. I just want you guys to know it's not the answer. It really isn't. My suggestion, any of you guys are battling mental health issues like that, go hit the gym. Find something you love to do. Find a passion. I know it's hard, but whatever it is you love to do, just get up out of that bed, man. Because the last 4 years of my life, it was hard for me to get out of bed. I'd bed rot in my bed for 3, 4 hours at a time. I would skip school. Um, I would drink, smoke weed, like all the stuff. Really anything you could think of, man. And I just want you guys to know, not the answer, man. I've been trying to find God recently. I think He's telling me to send this message. He's telling me in my heart to send this message to the people. I feel like with all this death and everything that's happening in this world, we need some light at the end of the tunnel. And there is light. You just have to keep on fighting. You have to keep on fighting. Everybody has so much potential. No matter who you are, you have so much potential. It's limitless, unlimited potential. One thing you gotta focus on every day, doing 1% better. 1% better every day compounds, compound. And then if you look at yourself a year from now, man, I remember I remember a year ago, I was a completely different person. I was very depressed. Um, I was places where I shouldn't be. I was doing things I shouldn't have done. But it's just right around where I started getting my life on track a little bit. I started to get a job. I was still drinking, smoking a lot of weed. I would be drunk at work, honestly, if I'm being honest. There was times where I was so drunk the night before, I would wake up the next day and go to work, still be drunk. I know. Um, and I was at school, but I was also I skipped a lot. I skipped a lot of school. A lot of it I wanted to make money. A lot of it I wasn't happy. You know, I was busy drinking or smoking weed, and you know, this video isn't about me. It is about you guys. I just want you guys to put into perspective on where I was and what you guys can do to make a difference in your life. Find something you love, like what I love. There's two things that I love so deeply. I love going to the gym. I love making videos. I love streaming, content creation, I guess you could say. Um, this is my passion. I think this is what helped me. This is what helps me get out of bed in the morning. This is what drive me because I think about what I'm gonna be like in a year. Think about the human brain is terrible. Is a lot of the time they like to think about what's happening now. Human brain loves to think about what's happening now, how life is so good or so bad now. But think about how you're gonna be in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. That's how I like to think at least. And the way I think is like if I keep on pushing, if I keep on pushing, doing the things I love, separating myself from people who drag me down, that was the biggest thing I changed about my life. Um, there was people in my life who, all they wanted to do was drink, do drugs, you know what type of people those are. And that just led me down a really big rabbit hole. And not the answer, man. You got to keep on fighting. You got to stay strong. Because let's say you give up now, you will never get to know what it was like, what it would be like to reach your full potential. I don't know about you, but I can't live like that. Life is hard, man, but you got to persevere. You have to persevere. You have to think about the future. You can't think about the present or the past. I like to reflect, but you can't. Um, what's the word? I think it's like dwindle. Like you can't just sit there thinking about, overthinking about, the past or what's happened to you, what's going to happen to you. You just gotta take that leap of faith. Because if not now, then when are you gonna do it? Um, I just want to make this video because A lot of people do this for the money. A lot of people do this for it. But I just want to make this world a better place. And there's just so much death, so much sadness going on around in this world, and most of these people don't deserve it. Nobody deserves. Honestly, nobody deserves what's happening in this world, and can't take it for granted, man. Can't take it for granted, man. Life could really be so much worse. You have a roof over your head, get fed. Even here and there, there's people who don't get fed at all. You know, Try to just turn whatever is negative and try to make it positive, man, because it could be worse. I promise you guys. Getting a little bit emotional here because for the longest, I felt like my life was so horrible. Because this, or that was happening. Then I really opened up my eyes, man. Um, a lot of it was traveling. I did travel a little bit throughout those years, especially recently. I went to Puerto Rico about a year or two ago. I realized, like, they're not as advanced as America. They're happy for the most part, you know what I mean? Um, because life is simple. You don't have to overthink life. Don't. Just find something that gets you out of bed in the morning, and I promise you life will be. For me, like I said, it's content creation. I like to think about where I'm gonna be in a year. When I wake up, what gets me out of bed, where I'm gonna be in a year if I keep on pushing, keep on grinding, keep on persevering through the fire. I know it may sound corny, coming from a kid, whatever, corny, yada yada yada, but it's just the truth, man. And um, I want you guys to know I'm here for you guys. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this in the future. It's something very different. I could make another channel specifically about videos like this. Like I said, I just want to make the world a better place. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this for the fame. There's just something tugging at my heart deep down that I just want to help the people because nobody really helped me when I was down. And I know that feeling. I know that feeling of being alone and nobody helping you when you're down at your lowest. And I hated that feeling. And I never want anybody else to feel like that. I just want you guys to know you guys are not alone. You guys aren't. You guys don't have anybody else around you. You guys have me. You guys have me. Anybody watching this video, like I said, hit me in the comments. Send me a DM. I have TikTok. I'm making an Instagram soon. She love pancakes. Um, and yeah, I know it's a very different video than usual, but I think it was just God telling me I needed to do something like this. Even though I don't have a big platform yet, this will be seen in the future. The more I grow. Yeah, man. I love every single one of y'all. It's not over. Keep on pushing, y'all. Keep on pushing. Like I said, find something you guys love. It'll make life so much easier. Make getting out of bed so much easier. Don't think about the present. Don't think about the past. Think about the future. All right, y'all. That. Peace out, y'all. Have a great night. God bless.